Business in today is very challenging, especially during the pandemic. No matter what industry you are in, digitalization and innovation is definitely on your to-do list. VentureGrab.com is a business opportunity platform. We focus to provide all kinds of business opportunity like franchise, licensing, partnership, and even buy-sell a business. Compared to the old school method, when you want to start a business, you need to do a lot of research. Now you can find all this information from VentureGrab.com. We make your 3 process faster and easier. With your business listing on VentureGrab.com, we help you to shout out your business opportunity to the right person. As of today, we have more than 50,000 potential business investor database within our platform. Besides all these marketing channels, we also provide further professional assistance whenever you need it, and we leave it to you to have direct discussion with the expert. Our platform is business opportunity and investor focused. To a business opportunity hunter, VentureGrab Investor Circle (VGIC). This is a great place to hunt for opportunity, from franchise to licensing, from partial shares to 100% buying off. You might have the chance to be the pioneer investor in local or overseas brands. SME owners who are looking to grow or expansion by acquisition of upstream or downstream businesses within the industry. Young entrepreneurs who are looking to start up a business with lower cost and innovative product and services. There are a variety of choices of business opportunity for you to choose and compare. There's no markup, no hidden cost, no agent fees, reduced cost on transaction and process. There is full business information within the platform for faster decision making. Lastly, I would like to take this opportunity to encourage every business owner out there, no matter how bad is the market, always stay positive and look for a solution. Like me, since MCO 1.0 until MCO 3.0, I just keep doing whatever I can think of and move on. You don't try, you don't know.
Welcome to Malaysia First Business Opportunity EXPO。
欢迎出席马来西亚首场生意机会博览会。
Opportunities always there, as long as you stay positive. Through this event, we want to share all the business opportunities, especially in franchise and licensing.
We actually has been in the franchise industry for the past 15 years. We are not just ensuring our quality is consistent. I think the support and also work through the progress between the franchisor and franchisee are important.
We use ingredients that come from France. Everything is authentic. What we do is actually very niche, so it's not easy for people to actually follow it and also copy. We are actually a very good option for those who are looking into a passive income model. Our initial start cost is actually catered according to your budget. We discussed and we figure out ways to actually work out deals for all our interested franchisees.
A unique selling point in Mr. Fish, we are actually voted #1 fishing noodle in Klang Valley. We are innovative and adaptive. We have the food consistency because we have the central kitchen with IQF glass freezer. And soon, we have ready-to-eat meals where you can grab and eat it straight away. It's actually the current market trend and can increase monthly sales.
Daily Go 就是属于 Express Concept， 每一个 outlet 我们都会有1辆餐车，我们有不同的 design， 我们要去吸引很多的年轻人，所以我们在7月份呢，我们就正式会开始了。然后接下来每一个月大概是8到10辆，所以我们预计大概3年会开300间在马来西亚，所以这个是我们的一个策略。我们也会让茶饮的这个文化到达到另外一个高峰。根据这整个 MCO 的情况，我们想要让更多的人尝试创业。
BMS start in 1997. Now BMS currently we have 50 outlets in Malaysia. Northern, there's 2 outlets. Central, we have 40. Southern, 4. And in Sarawak, we have 4 outlets as well.
So through this event, we also want to grow and expand the business. We want to build SME business opportunity ecosystem.
The Selangor government is actually launching a 5 million matching grant, which we will provide 5,000 ringgit to each of the SMEs to subscribe to a digital service provider.
Lee and Partners, as international law firm, we are helping companies and associates from other countries to deal with matters in and out Malaysia. We will give you some ideas about franchise agreement and franchise system.
Everyone thought that MCO is a very bad timing to start business because see the numbers of F&B business closing down. But for us, risk equal to chance. And the risks are great, but the rewards are greater.
The biggest gain that I gain today will be the opportunity to easily meet and talk and share our business model to over 100 participants. I think it's a very good opportunity for all of us to still be able to connect and still find ways to progress even during these tough times.
A very good initiative brought by Venture Grab, and of course looking at the comparison between typical franchise exhibition that we have experienced before. Of course, this has a lot of convenience. At the same time, it can be quite engaging.
We believe that this is a right medium for us to reach out to the people and then to the potential investors.
这次的活动最大的收获就是也要谢谢 Venture Grab 给我们这样的机会去介绍 Mr. Fish， 然后也可以认识更多人。
有些点子是蛮特别，所以呢，可能是让我们学习，然后呢，也看到一两家公司我们有兴趣了，看有没有机会投资了。
从早上10点到2点，基本上就可以了解差不多接近10家的连锁，一下子就很知道他们的生意的模式啊，所以就比较有效率一些。
BOEX
Business Opportunity
E Expo.
Nice.
This is a very good opportunity for Business Opportunity Expos. Pairing with the conventional expo, I would say this can be done at any time, any place. In fact, when I'm doing this, I'm just at my home. So I think that is a beautiful part. Okay, I think most important I would like to say is using the platform to share with everyone my experience.
Very new to us actually, because during this pandemics and everything we cannot do exhibitions and everything, so we go virtual instead. So I think this is a very good opportunity for us to reach out to as many people as possible.
It's able to help us to gather all the links in these events.
We'll actually participate for the next second Business Opportunity Expo. Our client may be looking for all these opportunities, but they do not know where are the platforms to find out from. So this is a situation where we can introduce e-expo to our clients. And one thing, even though I myself as a lawyer, but who knows, maybe like 1 or 2 years later, I got a jackpot and so on, and then I may have this urge to run out a business myself.
Now Venture Grab for the past month or so, we realized it's a very good platform. So yes, joining this event in future will definitely be something that we will do correct.
Very good information. And it proves to be very competitive. So it also puts us on a very good framework. Give us a lot of good benchmark that these are the things that we can also offer for the future. So fantastic environment for today. And certainly looking forward to more enhancement by Venture Grab in the near future.
Venture Grab actually give a lot of supports as in advertising materials, how to advertise, what to go on, and then the poster, everything is very useful and beneficial for us as a franchisor to expand more branding and get awareness, catch people eye to look into our poster, to easily share our business model to over 100 participants in the crowd.
Business Opportunity Expo.
Nice.
Business in today is very challenging, especially during the pandemic. No matter what industry you are in, digitalization and innovation is definitely on your to-do list. VentureGrab.com is a business opportunity platform. We focus to provide all kinds of business opportunity like franchise, licensing, partnership, and even buy-sell a business. Compared to the old school method, when you want to start a business, you need to do a lot of research. Now you can find all this information from VentureGrab.com. We make your 3 process faster and easier. With your business listing on VentureGrab.com, we help you to shout out your business opportunity to the right person. As of today, we have more than 50,000 potential business investor database within our platform. Besides all these marketing channels, we also provide further professional assistance whenever you need it, and we leave it to you to have direct discussion with the expert. Our platform is business opportunity and investor focused. To a business opportunity hunter, VentureGrab Investor Circle (VGIC). This is a great place to hunt for opportunity from franchise to licensing, from partial shares to 100% buying off. You might have the chance to be the pioneer investor in local or overseas brands, SME owners who are looking to grow or expansion by acquisition of upstream or downstream businesses within the industry, young entrepreneurs who are looking to start up a business with lower cost and innovative product and services. There are a variety of choices of business opportunity for you to choose and compare. There's no markup, no hidden cost, no agent fees, reduced cost on transaction and process. There is full business information within the platform for faster decision making. Lastly, I would like to take this opportunity to encourage every business owner out there, no matter how bad is the market, always stay positive and look for a solution. Like me, since MCO 1.0 until MCO 3.0, I just keep doing whatever I can think of and move on. You don't try, you don't know.
Yes, my mic was muted just now. Okay, hello everybody. Have Good evening, good Saturday. All right, so it's a Saturday. Once again, you are seeing me again. My name is Charles from Venture Grab, talking to you on Business Kang Tao Show. So this is the thing. Okay, so Business Kang Tao Show. Okay, so what is this Business Kang Tao Show all about? Okay, Business Kang Tao Show, we have it every Friday and also every Saturday, 8 p.m. This is where we bring great Kang Taos to you. So some of you might be asking, okay, what is Kang Tao? Okay, so Kang Tao in Chinese basically means lubang. Okay, in Malaysia, when we say lubang, it also means opportunity. It's just like your friends asking, hey bro, got any lubang? Got any lubang for work? Any lubang for business? So in Chinese, that is called Kang Tao. So this is where we bring a lot of business opportunities to you. Not only that, for every session, we will have a guest to share with you about their business knowledge, their business insight, and also to share their good Kang Taos with you. So therefore, when you tune into this live, this Facebook Live by Venture Grab, Business Kang Tao Show, this is where is the place not for you to buy prawns and seafood lah. Okay, here is for you to meet and hear from great founders that we have. All right, because every week we the guests that we invite are mostly founders and also professionals as well to share insights with you. So if you're a business person or you like to start a business, okay, this is the Facebook Live that you can tune into. All right. So once again, thank you for tuning in and welcome to the I don't know how many episodes of live already. Okay. So once again, my name is Charles. So let's move on. All right. So this Kang Tao Show, as I mentioned, we brought a lot of guests, a lot of business owners to share with you the insights. So what has been happening for the past few weeks? Right. So last week in our English Business Kang Tao Show, we got a very interesting founder. Okay, his name is Quack. He is the founder of Hainam Toast 1935. All right. So last week he shared a lot about sustainability and also trend-based business. So if you like to learn more about this kind of business, what is the difference? Which one should you go to? Okay, there's no infinity good or bad for either one, right? So both sides have both type of business have their pros and cons. So Mr. Quack and also my co-host Jacqueline, they did share a lot about their insights and also their opinion on this. So do check it out to learn about this type of business and think about whether which part of this kind of business that is suitable for you. All right. So you can go to our link, go to our Facebook page and click on the look for the video from last week. Okay, but for now, please tune in because the guest that we have for you today is a very special guest. All right, because it is a business where not just the business itself, the services is something I need a lot. Okay, something I need to learn a lot also. All right, so moving on. Okay, so why are we doing this Kang Tao Show and bringing all these business owners to come and talk to you, bring you Kang Tao and everything? Okay, as you can see, this very big round logo of Venture Grab. We are doing this. Why? Okay, so let me share with you a little bit about Venture Grab before I invite the great guest that we have today. So Venture Grab, what we are a business opportunity platform where we connect business opportunities to you. Okay, what we mean by business opportunity is business that's something that you're looking for. Okay, what can it be? You might be looking for a franchise, you might be looking for licensing, you might be looking for a business to buy over. Any sorts of business opportunities you're looking for, you can find them on Venture Grab. All right, so this is what we connect lah. Okay, franchises, we connect them with franchisees. So if you're looking to take up a franchise, you can also look for them on Venture Grab. All right, in terms of investment, all right, the company that is offering the investment opportunity, they're called the issuers. So we do have that as well, issuers issuing their business investment opportunity. Okay, we also have business for sale. Okay, business that the business owners, they feel like it's time to let go of the business, and instead of closing it down, they put it on Venture Grab so that another active business person like yourself, okay, can take over the business. Okay, and also some of them they'll be working for very long, and they think that it's time to don't want the one-man show anymore. They want to find another business partner right? These are also business that are on VentureGrab. So do tune into venturegrab.com. Okay, search for the business that you want. Okay, let me show you the screenshot of it. All right. Why is it not moving? See, when tech is slowing down, you don't panic. Because when you panic, they don't do anything. Okay, so now when you go to venturegrab.com, you search for a business, right? You saw something you like. This is what it looks like. And if you like this business, you can just click on make appointment. The business owners can receive your contact and they'll contact you. All right. So one thing I would like to emphasize on is any business that you connect with, okay, on VentureGrab, there will be no agent fee, no markup fee, no franchise fee, no reference fee, no whatever fee in between. Okay, so no success fee. Okay, if out there are people telling you that VentureGrab charge you 30%, 40%, 50%, okay, I wish to charge you, but we don't do that. Okay, we don't have any kind of these charges lah. Okay, so no agent fee, no markup fee. All right, so this is the thing about VentureGrab lah. All right, so next. So venturegrab.com, when you go to venturegrab.com, you can see a search box like this. Just search for any business that you like. It can be cafe, it can be fitness, it can be car wash, it can be any sort of business. Just search for it, and you have a list of business that's in that category. Just click on the make appointment button, and the business owners will get your phone number, and you can connect with them lah. All right. Now, for business owners that you have all these great business opportunities to shout out to everybody, all right, we have our business opportunity advertising package. Okay, there's these 3 packages. So if you like to know more about this, I don't want to sell it here. Okay, you want to know more about this, just come to me. I will share with you more about the packages. But again, I would like to emphasize again, okay, we do not have any advertising fee, no reference fee, no success fee, no other fee. All right, so that's the thing that we don't have. Okay, so when you advertise your business, it will look something like this. Okay, and you can write anything you want as long as it can attract the active business owners as well. Okay, so if you decided that, okay, Charles, it is time to advertise my business, I think VentureGrab can work, but how? How do I do it? How do you do it efficiently? So no worries, okay? I will be sharing with you the 10 tips on how to sell your business efficiently every Tuesday and every Thursday at 11 a.m. on Zoom. Okay, so if you'd like to hear from me, okay, just scan this QR code and book your seat now. Okay, no worries. I am not a guru that's going to charge you 30,000, 10,000 for the webinar. Okay, this is all purely free. Just register yourself and come to the webinar. I will share with you how you can sell your business more efficiently. All right. So next, we are also the digital service provider for CDEC. Okay, because CDEC, they are having a SME digitalization grant. Okay, up to 5,000 ringgit. So what do we mean by up to 5,000 ringgit? Is whatever digitalization services that you get, right? They will be subsidizing 50% of your services, okay, and up to 5,000 lah. Okay, so if you want to learn how to claim this thing, okay, together with VentureGrab, work together with VentureGrab, so that you can expand your business with with government's money. Do come and talk to us. Okay, we have briefing as well every day, Monday to Friday, 3 p.m. Mandarin and 5 p.m. English. We will share with you how to fully utilize this grant, okay, to maximize your business. Because for us, okay, and myself personally, I do believe in minimal effort, maximum results. Okay, so do come and talk to us about this if you are interested. Now, next, we also have this thing called BOEX. This is the Business Opportunity E-Expo. We just had our recent one last 2 weeks, which is on 10 of October. So this is an event where there are brand owners that can share about their business opportunity with a crowd of 100 to 200 people, like the video you saw in the beginning lah. Okay, so if you prefer this kind of engagement style, okay, of getting to know more business owners, okay, this is the event you should register yourself to. Okay, and next, okay, we have business owners like O'Brien's on the BOEX event, because they also believe that nowadays, instead of just advertising and static and everything, okay, they also prefer to have something more engaging. Because when you go to those franchise fairs, all these events, right, you see a brand that you like, it's very hard to talk to the owner directly, or even the person in charge directly, right? All you do is you just take brochure and then you call their managers or maybe their staff. But with this event, you can talk to the owners directly and make your deal faster. Okay, because what we believe in, again, okay, everything that is low effort but maximum effect. All right. So for business owners like O'Brien's, if you want to pitch your business opportunity to more than 200 people in just 20 minutes, do join the BOEX. How do you join the BOEX? How is it beneficial to you? Okay, come to us. We will share with you how. Okay, so these are the brands that have been with us for most of the BOEX already. Okay, and BOEX, we have done it 5 times already, and we are still continuing and growing strong. All right, so do come and join us with these fun events and get to know more business owners and also active business owners as well. Okay, now speaking about franchise, so if you have been running your business in the form of franchise, but you don't really realize that it's a franchise. Okay, if the government find out about it and they saw that you're running a franchise business, even though you didn't register under the franchise act, okay, you will be fine as well. Why? Okay, I don't know, this is from the government, but to get to know why and how can you avoid this, okay, we are a partner with CAS. Okay, CAS, they are an IP expert. They can help you to first register your trademark, your franchise, and also help you to get a grant to go overseas as well. Okay, so they can also share you 10 tips on how to register your trademark and your franchising abroad. So this is an opportunity for all business owners out there for you to grab. Okay, so make sure that you can protect your brand, protect your business, especially when you are planning to expand. Okay, so next. Okay, so right now we have reached to the main point, okay, which is right now, okay, post-pandemic, not post-like, it's now endemic. All right, so we are kind of living with the virus right now. Okay, however, things still need to move on, things still need to grow. Okay, so a lot of business owners, they are during this tough time, this challenging time, are looking for different ways to build their own business, build their own portfolio, and moving forward. Hence why we have a show like this and invite as many guests as possible to share with you what they have been doing so that you can learn and also perhaps work together with them to build the business together. All right, because pandemic, end of the day, yes, it's a bad thing. However, it depends on how you see it. You can see it as something that stops you, but you can also see it as something that accelerates change. Okay, why? Because business caters to all the human needs, which is to eat, drink, play, and also for happiness. Happiness means entertainment and everything. Okay, so behavior is still the same. It's just a matter of how people consume all these 4 basic things. Okay, so I will say every single pandemic, even though it's a bad time, there's always a way out. So this is where we can learn from all the business owners on the Kang Tao Show. Okay, so without further ado, okay, I would like to invite today's guest. Okay, he's to me, this industry is something that I obviously do have much interest in. Okay, however, I can still see it as a very good business as well. But now it's pandemic time. It's very tough to move forward, especially in the fitness industry. So how can business CJ here from Move can say that 300K to start a business with 30% ROI? How can he do it, especially during the post-pandemic time? So without further ado, okay, let's learn from him. And I would like to invite Mr. CJ up to share with you more about Move. All right, so hi CJ.
Hi, good evening, everyone. And thank you, first of all, to Charles and Eden for this amazing platform that allows business owners to basically share their business opportunities and allowing investors to make informed choices, and also to have investors giving them the option to basically choose the best out of the best, right? So basically, what Move really is a private fitness studio chain concept, where it's no longer like a typical gym that you see most of the time, where you go in, you have to pay membership, then you are standing there waiting for your treadmill, then you're standing there waiting for your machine. No one really knows what to do over there. And at the same times, if you ever had a coach, the quality is still a big question mark. So we are solving all of that problem All right. So basically, Move Private Fitness is currently in Malacca. There are 3 branches so far, and we're ready for nationwide expansion. The KL branch in Mont Kiara should be opening in about 2 to 3 month time. Okay, depending on the rent location and also the funding coming through, we're almost there. So that will mark our very first step towards a nationwide expansion. So for me personally, I have been in the industry for about 13 years, and not just in Malaysia, but in New Zealand, in Thailand. And then I came back to Malaysia to basically, just start up a business. And it was back in 2017, and it was called a Playground Fitness. But now I am working with my buddy and also business partner, Justin, to grow Move Together nationwide, and of course, going beyond Malaysia as well. So what Move really is different is basically we have a few IPs, okay, intellectual property, such as the system that we run to groom coaches from someone who has not much experience or skills, knowledge, to someone who's able to be one of the best coaches in the whole country in the shortest amount of time. Now, typically it takes about 3 to 5 years to become somebody in the industry, but we have a system that allows people to go from nothing to, like, in 1 year time, they can outshine a lot of coaches out there. So that, as an investor, when you invest in a business like that, that you are in a very, very safe place, right? Your investment is going to be very secure because the quality is there. Clients are happy. Clients keep paying. The trainers stay because they have these support and environments. And then therefore your ROI is going to be quite up there. And basically what we do is we try to keep a lot of costs to the minimum, right? So in terms of location, in terms of the size of facilities, after so many years of experience, myself and Justin, we have finally cracked the code of how to make it so lean that the profit margin is at least 30% and beyond.
Wow. All right. So hearing from your thorough introduction, okay, so you have been in the fitness industry for quite some time. All right. So what is it like running a fitness industry as a whole? Okay, because I obviously have totally not much idea about fitness. Okay, especially the fitness in business as well. So what is it like as a whole, fitness business?
Fitness business is actually I would say out of every industry out there is really, 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 in Malaysia, it's very easy, right? this is a secret for all of you here. It's not hard because in terms of entrepreneurship mindset, kind of like people in the industry, there are not many, right? You have either corporation with a lot of money, they run the gyms, big gym, chain gyms. Some of them you will know the name. They run it like corporates, but then that's not really how fitness businesses should be run entirely. Yes, it's great to corporatize, systemize and everything, but you have to have a lot of soul in it, right? And then, so you have another end of the spectrum is where you have, a personal trainer that had experience, and then they feel like they want to get out of the rat race, so they start a studio, but little do they know that it's actually not what they think. So they end up going nowhere. Right, at the most maybe have one branch, and every day have to, 顾店 in Mandarin, it's 顾店. In English, it's like you have to just sit in the gym. You can't even live the life that you thought you were gonna have. So it's actually not that hard. Investment amount, to be honest, is very low. Not like property, right? Property developers, you have to dump a bunch of money in, and then what if you can't sell? So you have a few million or tens of millions stuck there. F&B is very competitive, right? Almost every corner in town, you can see an F&B franchise. So fitness business, not really any. I mean, like the competition, if you compare to Singapore, Malaysia is still at the very, very beginning. So if any of you were to consider investment, I would say fitness business is one of the most secured and also the highest return because the competition is not really there. Yeah.
Okay. But however, recently there are a few gyms that are, especially the chains that are closing down. Some are even closed like without notice. So what went wrong there in your opinion?
Well, basically it's cash flow management, right? So our business, right, it's so funny that we spent the last 1 year and a half basically MCO open and shut, right? So we still had cash reserve in the bank. And then it was kind of like, hey, look, it's almost like we work 6 months a year and we take 6 months off. So that's a pretty cool business in a way. But I mean,
it's cool. I want that as well.
Yeah, so it's basically your cash flow management, right? Cash flow management is so important regardless what business you're in. So by having a business operator and business owner that really knows how to manage cash flow and that really knows how to really make the most out of it during good times, you're basically very, very, very safe, right? Because the margin is so high, and then whenever things happen, so this is the differentiation that we have. We pay 90% of our staff based on commission, meaning like if there's lockdown, then there's no earning, then we don't have payouts. So it's very safe. Unlike F&B, you still have like stock being stuck there, prawn is going off in the fridge, and also your staff is waiting to get paid even though they can't do much, right? So basically cash flow management is one thing, and secondly, when it's good time, you go all out.
Yes. Okay. So just now when you mentioned that the starting capital is not high, but this is what everybody's assumption will be, that opening a gym will be expensive because of all the equipments, and maybe some of them they even have like rooms, that shower rooms, some even have sauna. So how do you keep it on a not so high spectrum?
Right. So in terms of market positioning, so there are gyms that have the full-fledged facility. Great. There are people that like that. But when you are not them, you have to be smarter, right? You have to play to your strong points. So basically we play a lot towards our intangible. So tangibles are like, fancy amenities, got sauna, got infrared, got sleeping pod, got swimming pool, and all that stuff. Those are tangibles, right? If you were to put a lot of focus on tangibles, you will never ever going to be winning the whole time, because someone else can come in with more money, buy more stuff, then you're gonna lose. So we focus a lot on the intangible, which is really have this high quality of coaching service, making the client feel very, very empowered, making them feel confident. So therefore the environment that we have is very small, private, and exclusive. And people really like that, especially the T20 crowd. They don't really want the whole full-fledged shebang where, people are looking at each other and awkward changing room moments. And they really just want that privacy. So it's perfect that they want that. And funny enough, to create that is very, very low in cost. You just need a 1,700 square feet shop lot on the third floor, and then you're good to go, right? In cities outside of KL, you'll probably be paying about 1,200 rent on average every month. So it's really low, but the price you can charge is as much as the ones in KL. So that's the perfect scenario right here.
Okay, so there's a saying for non fitness business people, okay, that the fitness industry, the main money making part is from the membership, instead of everybody, people going to the gym every month. It's more on especially in January, where everybody's have the new year new meeting, and everybody sign up for a 1 year 2 year gym. So is that a correct myth, or is not?
Yes, New Year, January is definitely the time to go to get in, and also February, because some people want to wait after Chinese New Year, right? Because the 1st of January is not really the time that they feel like they want to start. They just want to wait till Chinese New Year. After that, they splurge on food, drinks, bakwa, and like all the drinks and all that stuff. Yeah, so yeah, that's right. No point to some people see it like there's no point to start in January, because February we're gonna have 2 weeks off anyway. So might as well wait. So therefore we are in a rush to open the one in KL right now, so that we can be ready for January or at the very latest February.
Okay, so what is the average cost to set up a gym? Is it okay to review?
Yeah, literally just 300K.
So little.
Yeah, and outside of KL is 200K.
Why? Oh, okay. This is including the premise.
Yes.
Like, okay. So cheap. I will expect like millions.
Yeah, so basically, we play to our strong point. We focus on the intangible, so therefore it doesn't cost a lot of money, right? Intangible is like, if I'm nice to you, Charles, very very nice to you, I don't have to buy you a lot of stuff to pamper you. I can just be very caring to you, empathetic to you, give you the confidence every step of the way. So the equipments that we have are not those machines. So basically, we use free weights so that it's a lot more joint friendly to the clients. And again, at the same time, it's very, very affordable. So it's like, we can give the best of the best to clients in terms of, getting them confidence and results. But at the same time, giving them the best of the best that way doesn't cost a lot of money. So it's cool.
All right. So from what I can hear, the better the service, the cheaper the cost.
Exactly. Yeah.
The more premium service you can give, the cheaper your cost is, because it's less investment on like you said, the tangibles. Okay. And free weights is more friendly on the joints. I think I've been understand fitness wrong the whole time.
Yeah, because you're allowed to move free. The reason why machines are not so joint friendly is because a lot of time you are very restricted in terms of the positioning of your body and then the way you move the machine. Yeah, so free weights is a lot more natural, right? A lot more natural in terms of how we move on a daily basis. Like you bend over to pick things up, and then you carry, and then you might climb, you might push something away from you, like a heavy door. So that's what free weights allow you to do. It's really much like mimicking what you do from day-to-day activity, so that you can have a crossover impact to the quality of your life. Yeah, so a bit of side knowledge for those that want to find out a bit more. Yeah, that's all I have to share about that.
Someone like me, who doesn't work out a lot, obviously. Okay. All right. So on the business point of the business side, okay. So what is the thing that investors need to look into when it comes to investing into a fitness business in general, fitness studio lah?
That's a really good question. That's really good question. In fact, that's something that investors should really be asking themselves, and also the potential gym business they want to invest in. They have to really ask the founder and also friends around, right? So basically what they need to be looking into is the team, okay? Because first of all, start with the founder. If the founder you can basically tell how far this business is going to go, right? Some people might not agree with me, but if you see the founder is spending all day jacking up their biceps and post on Insta story and Instagram, then I'm sorry, like your investment is not going to go very far because they don't have money. They don't have time to work for your money, right? They use your money to pump their biceps to make them, look very good. They probably buy things that is not going to give the ROI, right? The asset turnover is not going to make sense, right? They will buy something expensive, which you will be like, how much more revenue is that going to generate us? Well, no, it's not going to generate us too much, but it's just, it's just nice. Yeah,
it's a necessity.
Okay. So nowadays, Instagram or online Instagram social media, you can tell whether or not you can trust the team, the founder, or the business in general by just looking at what they do on a regular basis, right? Especially the founder himself, because if that person is constantly just focusing on working his six-pack, you probably just want to stay away from that. And then another thing is, you have to really look into the market positioning. All right. So if you were to look at the pitch deck we have, or any kind of pitch deck in a fundraising pitch deck, you see positioning, right? We're sitting at the very most premium and the very most private quadrant. So the very top right. So far, we haven't found anyone that's playing in that position. But whereas if you see budget, not so premium or not so private, there are a lot of players. So if any of them are playing in that same zone, then it's going to be a big struggle. So market positioning is very, very, very important. Yes. So that's the second thing to look at. And the third thing is basically looking into 100% is the ROI. ROI should be, I believe, 30% is a fair one, or 20% at the very, very, very least, because otherwise anything lower than that it's going to make your ROI very, very slow. And it's very, very challenging for a lot of gym owners to keep the profit margin at 30%, 20, 30%, is because they don't really know how to calculate the margin properly, because there are so many hidden costs that they don't expect, right? You might pay your staff, let's say 30% commission. That means you keep 70%. But then there are so many things that creep in between. You got SOXO, EPF, then you have depreciation of equipment, you have rental, you have all of these stuff. Eventually you're left with what, 10% or 5%. So that's something that investors should really, really be looking at. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So comparing to I would say small gym, more of a private small gym, okay, versus a corporate version of gym. Okay. So as an investor, I might have these two options. Okay. I don't name names lah. Okay, corporate, okay, the purple color one, all right,
Start
and then or the red color one, okay, or more like yours lah, okay, not corporate but still it's growing. So how do I judge which one is a better investment for myself?
So it's a whole different game plan, actually. The one purple or red one, a lot of time it's just they belong to a bigger group of companies where they want to diversify their portfolio for the sake of maybe IPO, maybe for the sake of just having a portfolio to show to other bigger VC or bigger PE, so that they can basically do M&A or do something that's beyond that. So they're playing a whole different game. Profit margin or not, I'm not so sure if that's a pure focus. But then, for our one is mainly keeping it at, we can easily control the cost at 20 to 30%. So 30% is definitely what we have been achieving consistently. And then 20% is when we will be doing a lot of R&D, which is happening last year until the beginning of the year. So yes, if you have a lot of money, okay, and you don't mind not getting your return back for a long time, then you can go with the bigger one, the corporate one. The thing is this: if you talk about running a business that you have a sense of certainty, okay, because the thing is, when you buy a franchise from the purple or black or blue one or red one, a big one, okay, you quite often you buy the franchise, and then the team that is going to run, you have to go look for it. The team that is, they might provide the team for you, but you probably wouldn't even know if they're quality enough, right? Therefore, for us, we have our academy to make sure that we have enough manpower that are really, really excellent to help run the business. And also for us, I can't really speak for other small studios like us, right? But I can speak for what we do very, very, really, really well, is when people buy a, not really franchise, I won't call it franchise, but when people invest at 300K in us, you can basically be hands off and not do anything. Don't even need to do hiring. Don't even need to do anything at all. Don't even need to set up. Don't even need to, you can basically just go to have holiday if you want to. Yeah, so that's what we can do. And also we have this system, we call it the co-investment. Co-investment is basically allowing our trainers to become investors, right? So it's kind of like crowdfunding concept in a way. So that means when you invest in a branch with us, you have other trainers who are not employee. They're in it, right? They're in it and they have skin in the game. So they're not going to take your investment, take your business for a ride. They're not going to come in here for like 1 year and then ciao. I've learned what I have to learn. Now I go do freelance. I learn what I have to learn. Then I go jump ship. Yeah. So that's something that we have that's going to allow your investment to be very, very safe and secure, right? So 300K, if you're thinking that, you want to make an impact to the life of many, our way of business model is definitely going to help make a greater impact, because if you were to go for a bigger commercial franchise, for example, all right, you're just selling the access to the gym. But 90% of people don't know what to do in the gym, right? And a lot of time they buy membership and then they go for 2 times and then they don't go anymore. But for us, people come to us, and then we make sure that they achieve their results because they are paying us a good money, and in return, they're really getting a good value out of it. So basically, if you say, impact wise, we're able to generate a deeper and more transformational results and impact compared to most out there. So at the end of the day, I would say the decision is based on the investor. If you want to make money, there are many ways to make money, but if you want to make money in a very, very meaningful way, our business model is going to allow you to do that. And one day you'll be very proud to see all the success stories that we will be able to produce because of your money and the life we're able to change truly because of your investments. So that's the route that we welcome you to be part of.
Yep. Okay, Eden. So take note, Eden. Okay, so Eden actually asked a question. All right. So any plans for future expansion? Because right now I know it's in Malacca there's 3 branches or 2, 3, right? And then you're opening the Mont Kiara one. All right. So what's the plan for the expansion?
The plan is definitely going for at least 20 branches in the next 3 years. Next 5 years, about 40 branches. The reason why I'm so confident is because I have a success business in KL, the Playground Fitness, Bangsar. We recently won the top 3 gyms in Malaysia. And in the top 3, there are 2 other gyms are not doing the same thing as the Playground Fitness. So I started it 4 years ago with no business knowledge, no marketing knowledge. I remember I sent my staff to go hand out flyers. And I remember I used to run around the car park blocks in Nadi Bangsar. That's where we are, Playground Fitness. I would just like put flyer on the windshield. That's how put flyers on the windshield of the people's car. I'll be like, okay, this car is BMW. Okay, put this car. It looks like contractor coming to fix something. Probably wouldn't put. So that's the kind of marketing knowledge I had. Right, I had no other way but that, and I managed to make it work. Right, of course, not me alone lah, but with no knowledge, no experience in business and marketing, managed to make it work. And when I look back, it wasn't that hard. And now I am very, very confident that together with Justin, who is my co-partner, because he is he's a system guy. He is like the kind of like the opposite of me, right? He's able to systemize a lot of things very quickly. And for me, I'm a very dominant, person where big ideas, big visions come along. So together we form a pair, and then we have a team. And I cannot imagine another person out there in the whole Malaysia that can do the better job than us, because I have experience in KL. He has experience in systemizing a lot of things so that he can grow 3 branches in less than 3 years. So together, and with the co-investment that I talk about, where the trainers are encouraged, or actually they have to invest. So that is going to help basically solidify this engine that we have in there. And everyone that comes in is definitely going to push for it because they have skin in the game. So we have solved a lot of all-time problem in the fitness industry, where even if the gym was to grow, they always have this one thing that tripped them up, which is not having enough good trainers.
The key word is good trainers.
And expansion plan, I would say, at the end of the day, from the last 4 years, 5 years, I learned that a business, you must have a very clear outcome. 3 outcome is either you do until you close down. That's something we don't want. It's either you IPO, it's either you M&A. So we're very clear that we want to go IPO or M&A, whichever makes most sense in terms of valuation, in terms of whether or not we have fulfilled our purpose and mission. So we can even go as far as beyond Southeast Asia, because I already have contacts around. So it's just a matter of having Malaysia as a so-called prototype, right? Before we can say, okay, let's do this in Thailand, Singapore, Australia, and all that stuff. So by then, I think it will be a lot easier when we have traction in Malaysia, 40 branches. The trust in the eyes of investor will be very, very high. And basically, I think the investor, the VC, will be able to pull in the resources to help us accelerate and head towards IPO, which is something I'm very, very confident in, because recently there's quite a few companies out there who run similar concept, but from other countries. They've gone IPO in NASDAQ. Another one got acquired for 44 million USD It's a very similar concept, but except they do group classes. We do one-on-one.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're very, very confident because I just can't think of a better person to do this job compared to me and Justin. Yeah.
All right. So there's another question. I think Eden wants to open already lah. Okay, is there any special package for venture grad investors and followers? Eden, we need this kind of business nearby, nearby our office.
Right. So until we open the one in Mont Chiara, then basically I will be happy to welcome all of you to basically come in for an experience where you will get a coach to help you assess and then analyze where you are physically and also your goal, what you want to achieve, and how to do it in a most sustainable way, right? So that's something we can do for you guys. And if you're keen, we can say, if you're on this call, on this presentation here, you can reach out to myself or you can reach out to Charles to ask how you can redeem it. So, but you have to wait until January or February because we're in the middle of opening up. So in terms of investment package, I think 300K for 30% without having to do anything. And you can be a proud owner and say, oh, I own the one in Publica or Mont Chiara or Bangsar.
Atria. Nearby Atria. Nearby Atria needs one.
Right.
But having said that, if let's say you have different branches already, right? Then would
Yes.
it all be linked as a group, or everyone will be an individual? I think I rephrase this. Okay, let's say I joined the one in Mont Chiara, okay, and then
Yeah.
suddenly Atria opened, yeah, and then I decided to switch to Atria. Will it be on I use the same membership of mine to go to Atria, or both will be a different entity?
Ideally, right, got it. So ideally, you would, when you follow a coach, right, most likely you wouldn't want to change unless something really like make you like, oh, bobian lah, no choice lah, I have to move to Atria because it doesn't make sense for me to come to Mont Chiara anymore. I have this and that. Then you're able to switch over to find a new coach that you want and then go from there. Yeah.
I see. So for Move will be coaches oriented as compared to other brands that is more brand, like the fitness brand oriented. Can I say that?
They're more membership oriented.
Yes,
membership.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So for Move is more of the you follow your coach because your coach knows you well, and more personalized. The premium, right? How much
That's right.
the package? I'm asking for.
So, all right. So in KL will be around 160 ringgit per hour. That will be the price. Okay, 160 all the way to 220. So that will be the pretty competitive, right? In many gyms, they're probably charging about 160. So we are trying to push more towards the 200 plus brackets. Yeah,
I see. All right. So, being a gym owner, right? What are the common struggles when it comes to like what's the common problems? Every business have their own problem. So what's the fitness side?
very interesting question. And in fact, this is something that I believe all of you will find it very intriguing and interesting. Okay, you okay, can't wait to share. So now, if you look at fitness trainers, right, and fitness coaches, okay, especially the ones that are highly driven, the ones that we want, okay, they are a very special species of human being. Okay, they want to look good, they want to get paid well, they want to grow mentally, physically, emotionally. They want to go live the life. They want to have coffee sessions. They want to have freedom. They want to have the new gear. They want to keep learning. Yeah, they want to keep learning. I mean, they want to keep learning about new science. So, they want a lot of things. Not like if you own an F&B, right? If someone make coffee, then make coffee lah. Maybe they get better at making the latte art, or they go and compete, barista champion, whatever. But fitness coaches, let's say you have 7 in a studio. That means you have those 7 people with the same traits and characters that you have to take care of. So it's not an easy thing to manage. That's why if you talk about scaling this private fitness studio concept, No one has ever done it in Malaysia. You cannot even think of a brand that is in KL, Malacca, Johor, Sarawak, Penang. Not even one, because it's the toughest of all to scale. Whereas you see the bigger gym chains, all you need is a shop lot, 10,000 square feet, put machines in, and admin, put it there day one, then you can start. Yeah, so for us, we have basically, have a lot of different KPI, OKR, and also incentive reward structure to basically make these guys happy and, try to make them, give them everything that they want, right? The lifestyle, the body, the growth, the significance, they want significance as well, the meaning, the purpose. Yeah, so we have all of that taken care of.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So moving forward, is you plan to open 40 branches, if I remember, and then IPO as well. Okay. So how are you going to get there? Like after Monkera open, what's the next big plan?
Right. So for the next 6 to 9 months from now on, it's all about creating a beautiful looking financial report. So what I mean by that is, every single month we're expecting to grow 20%, right? And we have the ability to do so because we have a proven ads marketing strategy where the ROAS, the return on ad spend currently is about 50 times. Means that if we spend 100 ringgit, we'll get about 5,000. Yeah, 100 ringgit, 5,000. So the cost per acquisition is very, very, very low, right? And that's a winning business.
Surprising.
Right?
I will assume all the fitness brands is putting the money to compete for that lead. But you say it's low, then
man.
It blows my mind.
For all of you here that tune in right now, you guys get the best of the best secret because we're doing things that no one else is doing, or we're doing everything that not everyone is doing. All right. So basically, if you talk about ads, right? I was so surprised that when I go and check other competitors or not so competitors as well, only 1 out of 10 of them do ads. Like you can check right on Facebook page transparency, you can see if they're running ads or not, right? They don't. I'm like, oh my god, that's why it's been really, really easy for us, because when clients see your ads and no one else is doing ads, then it's a no-brainer, right?
That is weird. Okay.
Yeah, so our plan is basically build a beautiful financial report so that in 6 to 9 month time we can go for a big round of funding of 3.5 million, and that will be around 10 to 20% dilution. So that would mean the company is about 30 million ringgit, and it's a proven thing for the longest time, this business model, just that no one is really have this mindset to scale it. And therefore for us, we have the mindset, we have the knowledge. Before I didn't and also the know-how. We've been going to consult a lot of venture capitalists, mentors, and people who have done IPO to give us the exact path that we need to do, so that we don't need to waste time doing things that may generate us some quick cash, but it's not aligned. So that's the plan. 6 months to 9 months, then we will have the financial report to show to VC or angel investor for this 3 million ringgit. And then from there, the next round after that, definitely it has to be 10 million and above, because if it's proven, what are you waiting for?
Yes, exactly. Time is money.
Yeah.
So in the expansion side, right? Just Monkera is opening in January. So when is the next opening, as in open for discussion for the next branch?
So it will be all the T20 area, Bangsar, Damansara Heights, Desa Park, and also Bukit Jalil could be a good one, because a lot of senior citizens are over there. I think they would love it when someone can help them get stronger, and so that they don't have to depend on their kids too much. So yeah, all of these locations, and we're expecting that in KL, Selangor alone we can have 12 branches. The reason why is Malacca we can have 3. Actually, we can have 4. We just need to open one more in another location. We have secured the whole Malacca. So Malacca can have 4, and KL is like 10 times bigger. So ideally, 12 is a safe number to say. So 12 plus 4, we have 16. So the rest is Penang, Johor, and all that stuff. So that's why 20 something branches in 3 years makes sense.
Okay. So when can investors start talking to you to open the next branch? I mean, all the places that you mentioned. Are you talking to people about that already, or is still open for discussion?
You mean the Mont Kiara one?
No, the one after Mont Kiara, the one that
Oh
you mentioned,
yes.
Bangsa,
Okay.
maybe
So
Atria. Yeah.
all right. Yeah. So basically, 6 to 9 month time, we're looking for individual funders, investors that just want to put in 300K, 300K. Okay. So anytime that you feel that this business is aligned with you in terms of how you want to make money based on your investments, right? So you can come and talk to me. In fact, you can come talk to me anytime now after this, because you know the 300K might not pop out right away for you, or you might want a location that we haven't thought of. So we need a bit of planning, and we want to make sure before we open up, we have people like ready to go. That's our unique selling point, where typically people go open first and then they recruit. We basically go the other way around. We want to make sure that there are people like trainers ready, managers ready to go, and then we open. And then also, of course, we will make sure that, you know, we discuss on terms to make sure that you are happy with what you're getting back. And that one will take a few months. So I would say, you know, back and forth, maybe it will take about 1 to 2 months. By then, we should be ready for the second one in KL. Yeah,
Okay.
or third one. Yeah.
So in terms of size of the shop, 1,000, you mentioned 1,007 square feet is now, right?
Yeah,
1,007.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Eden, we have 1,007 square feet, I think. Okay. All right.
Right.
Okay. So that means I mean, for people to talk, investors to talk to you on opening their branches, it can be as quick as tomorrow or even after this. All right.
Yep.
So perhaps you can come out to BOEX and share as well, because in BOEX there are a lot of like investors ready to look for a business to do, and I think fitness. Okay, you will be the first, and I assume will be the only one that will come to BOEX, because you see on BOEX there's a lot of people, they share a lot about F&B, all sorts of F&B lah. There is the sandwich, there is the drinks, there's cakes and everything. Okay, all sinful stuff. Okay, because food. Right? So I would say that perhaps you can come and join us for 11/11 for BOEX.
Yes,
so
that will be,
because personally I feel that this is a very it's a good business, good opportunity, in the sense that not only it is 30% ROI and I don't have to do anything. Okay, that's the first part. Secondly is on the more on the more personal moral point of view. It's more not moral lah. It's more about, just fitness is all about helping people, get people healthy so they can live longer, they can live better and everything. So I think it's I'm looking for the word, noble business. Okay,
very much. Yeah,
it's not just yes, you make money out of it, but at the same time the other person gets health, and especially health knowledge as well. So because I will assume that your PTs have at least a good dietitian knowledge as well.
Definitely, yes.
Knowledge, diet knowledge. Yes, because there are PTs that I know, okay, they give the weird diets one. Okay, and they tell you, like, when you work out, you cannot eat after 6, and then you have to starve. so
Right.
These are all like anti-advice, I call it lah. Anti-advice when it
Yes.
comes to slimming down. But I know that in reality it's not that. So so having this kind of business, and with your quality assurance for your PTs and whatnot, so I feel that this is something that's worth sharing lah with everybody. And also glad that you are here today to share this great Kang Tao to everybody as well.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure. Thank you.
All right, actually, everyone, this is my first time, not first time lah, first time virtually meeting with CJ and sharing more details about the business. We have a chat on the phone. Where they told me about fitness business. In my mind, it's more like okay lah, open gym law, or his one got PT law, okay lah. So, but after today, after the discussion with you, I feel like it's more than what I expected lah. Okay, and so I would think it's a very good additional knowledge to investors as well. Okay, so moving forward, I hope that there are more move in KL, especially nearby Atria, okay, Eden. Okay, so all the best. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. And before we go off, right? Anything else you'd like to share with everybody out there?
Yes, definitely. Just based on what you say just now, it's a very, very noble business. And previously I said that money can be made in many, many ways, right? But at the end of the day, is how you make money. I believe that's what counts. And I can remember there was a story of Steve Jobs and John Scully, which is the ex-CEO of PepsiCo, right? So Steve was trying to convince him to come over to Apple. And then John, of course, was like, no, man, I'm getting paid really well at PepsiCo. Why would I come over? Right? You're a startup or you're a company that's not even as big as PepsiCo. So I think Steve Jobs was kind of like, just really, really felt like he had no chance of getting John Scully over. And the last thing he said that changed everything was, John, do you want to continue the rest of your life making money selling sugar water? Then that's when John Scully turned around and be like, no shit, like I'll come join you. Or you want to come change, he say like, or you want to come change the world with me. So John was like right away, just jump over to Apple, and then the rest is history. So this is kind of like the moment where, an opportunity is presented to you. Like, do you want to make money making impact? And the testimonials that will be coming out, because we're very big on testimonial. If you look on our social media, right, those will be the life that otherwise would have ended up doing nothing for themselves, or they probably would have to try many things that don't work, or eat nothing after 6 p.m., starve yourself, take pills, ruin their body, getting into emotional stress and all that stuff. So every time a client comes in and we manage to help them, we always like to think that, oh my God, like what if we didn't exist? What would happen? Right. So it's really, 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 I feel like sometimes, there's a calling in us for us to reach out to more investors out there who are quite aligned, and you want to make an impact, and you don't have to wait till you're a multi-millionaire to make an impact. You can make an impact in the most noble and in the most direct possible way you can ever achieve. So this is the business for you to invest in and be proud of. And because of the brand positioning where it's premium and private, so you're able to brag to your friend now. You're like, hey, I own that gym, eh? Wow. So that's a kind of like atas don't play Monkiara, like or like all these atas areas. So it will help you to also being perceived amongst your peers as, oh my God, you're not just all about quick, forex money, crypto. You're nothing wrong with that, but sometimes people have misconception towards those things. But then when you say that I own a gym there, we help people to transform lives, and that's really, really amazing. I think you can go to sleep with a smile on your face every single night, knowing that your money. That's good karma. Yeah, and definitely thank you so much, Charles and Eden, for this platform, allowing me to share this with those out there that really want to make an impact together. That's right.
Yep. Speaking about impact, I feel like every time a client say thank you to you guys, the feeling it will be different. Especially as the person that train them and talk to them, and then as an investor as well, I think it hits different lah.
That's right. Yes. So apart from the ROI 30%, you'll be seeing, you'll also be getting this return on investment in terms of the impact. Maybe ROI can stand for return on impact.
Yeah, we can work on that. Yeah, that's a marketing already.
There you go. I think that's a good one. Thanks for you, Charles. Thanks to you, Charles.
Yeah, marketing guy. All right. So thank you so much for being here, and sharing all everything that we need to know in terms of fitness industry. Okay, and especially myself, I need to get to fitness even more. Okay, so thank you so much. Okay, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, for
Very
either
soon.
our next Kang Tao or perhaps on BOEX as well. All right, so thank you,
Okay.
CJ. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, so that's that. That is Mr. CJ of Move Fitness, where that he shares so much about fitness industry that is so new to me. Okay, because for us that are not in the gym scene, okay, not don't just say fitness industry. Just talk about being in the gym as well. For us, they're not. We don't go to gym a lot. I think we can learn a lot from him as well, and it actually opened my perspective to see actually gym business is actually quite lucrative in a way, and not only lucrative in the money sense, but it also lucrative on the I call it the karma lah. Okay, you do good to people, train with your gym, and then they can get healthy, they get a good life, they get a long life. So I think that is something that it's not just satisfying in the sense that making money, but it's also satisfying that you can change people's life. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. Okay, when it comes to the business Kang Tao. So I hope you enjoy yourself and you learn a lot from Mr. CJ. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Okay, so we'll be having Kang Tao show every Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m. Friday will be a Chinese one. English will be on Saturday. So do tune in again next week for we will have more business Kang Taos for you. All right. So I will see you again next week. Okay. Okay. Bye bye everybody.